I never believed in aliens. Not really. Sure, I binge watch Ancient Aliens like everyone else, but it was always just entertainment. That was before the signal, before everything changed. It started 3 weeks ago. I'm an amateur radio astronomer, just a hobbyist with a backyard setup. I've been scanning the skies for years, mostly picking up static and the occasional satellite blip. But that night, I caught something different. A repeating pattern. Faint, but unmistakable. It wasn't random noise. It was a signal. At first, I thought it was a glitch. I recalibrated the equipment, checked the software, even rebooted my laptop. But it was still there. A series of pulses, precise and deliberate. My hand shook as I recorded it. This was it, the moment every stargazer dreams of, proof that we're not alone. I uploaded the data to an online forum hoping someone could help decode it. Within hours, the replies flooded in. "This is huge," one user wrote. "It's coming from Gliese 581, said another. A red dwarf star. 20 light years away. I stayed up all night poring over the comments, my heart racing. This was history in the making. But then, things got weird. The signal changed. It wasn't just pulses anymore. It was a message. At least, that's what the experts said. They couldn't translate it, but the structure was too complex to be natural. I felt a mix of awe and dread. What were they trying to tell us, and why now? A few days later, I started hearing it. Not through the radio, but in my head, a low hum like a distant engine. At first, I thought it was stress. I hadn't slept much since the discovery, but the hum grew louder, more insistent. It wasn't just noise. It was a voice. Or something like a voice. It didn't use words, but I could feel its meaning. It was calling me. I tried to ignore it. I stopped using the radio, unplugged everything. But the voice didn't stop. It was always there, whispering, tugging at the edges of my mind. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I was losing myself. Then the dream started. I was standing in a vast, dark chamber. The air was thick, almost liquid. In the center of the room was a machine, a massive pulsating thing covered in shifting patterns. It looked alive. The voice was louder here, echoing in my skull. "Come closer," it said. Not in words, but in sensations. I could feel its hunger, its curiosity. It wanted to know me, to understand me. I woke up screaming. The dreams came every night after that. Each time I got closer to the machine, I could feel its presence, cold and alien, probing my thoughts. It was studying me, learning. I tried to fight it, to shut it out, but it was too strong. It was inside me. Last night, I couldn't take it anymore. I went back to the radio. Maybe if I sent a signal, I could reason with it, beg it to leave me alone. I tuned the equipment to the same frequency, my hands trembling. The hum in my head grew louder, almost deafening. I pressed the transmission button. "Please," I whispered. "Stop." For a moment, there was silence. Then the machine appeared. Not in my room, in my mind. It filled my vision. Its patterns shifting faster, more violently. The voice was a roar now, overwhelming, consuming. I fell to my knees, clutching my head. It was too much. I was going to die. But then, it stopped. The machine vanished. The voice was gone. The room was silent. I sat there, shaking, tears streaming down my face. I didn't know how long I stayed like that. Hours, maybe. But when I finally stood up, I knew it was over. I haven't heard the voice since. The signal is gone too. I've checked every frequency, every channel. It's like it was never there. But I know it was real. I can still feel it deep inside me. A faint echo, a shadow in my mind. It's watching, waiting. I don't know what it wants or why it chose me, but I know it's not done with me. Not yet. I don't sleep much anymore. When I do, I dream of the machine, and I know one day it will call me back. Until then, I wait, and I pray it doesn't find someone else.